It's the 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. Hot night. The 901 show. Hot night. It's the 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. There we go. Hello, everybody. As you can see, got those controls going a little round in the world tonight. Welcome, y'all, to the 901 show live from Memphis, Tennessee. So happy to see you guys. In the co-host studio is none other than the heartbeat of the South and my heartbeat, Tim Harrington, and the co-hostess of the Moses, Sybil Marie Presley. Hey, you guys. How y'all doing?
All right. How you doing?
Well, I feel a bit unpeculiar tonight.
All right.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I only just woke up at 5 p.m. today because my pain was hurting me so badly this morning that it woke me up at 4:30 a.m., y'all.
Oh.
So I had been up all day, and I guess I supposedly probably fell asleep around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. My body said, hey, I got to have some more sleep, right? Okay. And so when I woke up, it was about 5. And just after I woke up, Tim called and he said, are you okay? I said, yeah. He said, I've been calling you. I said, oh, well, I've been sleeping. And so I had to open up the studio so that he could get in. But thanks to the good Lord, y'all, I feel better. Amen. So that is my different word on how I'm feeling. So remember, y'all supposed to come in every week, every show, with a different word of how you are feeling, host, co-host.
All
other
right.
than the everyday, well, I'm okay, I'm good, fine. Find a different, strange word. Something somebody never heard of before. Hi,
Whoa.
Jenny. And Mary is in the
Jenny
Hi,
comment
Jenny and Mary.
column.
Hi, Jenny.
and Mary.
And awesome Mary there. And also my second son, DJ One, is watching.
What's up,
Um,
DJ One?
yeah. So the rest of you guys, I know, will call in shortly. And so we're going to be getting out of the Dodge City a little bit, hopefully on time.
All
But
right.
it depends on you guys. Y'all keep the conversation going, chime in with us. Give us those comments because we love the comments. Don't forget to hit those little thumbs up and heart love buttons like I'm hitting right now. You can hit as many of them as you want to, as many times as you want to. Okay.
Right.
So, what have you been doing since I last saw you, Tim?
Absolutely nothing really. Just kind of resting and checking out a couple of new flicks.
Oh yeah, what you been watching?
Well, I got one that's called Reasonable Doubt that I'm watching right now.
Oh yeah, I seen that series,
Yeah,
British
yeah,
series, right?
it is. It
Uh
is.
huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good too.
yeah. You had talked about the Jeffrey Dahmer
Yeah.
series, so I went ahead and I watched it.
Okay.
But Netflix also has the actual interview tapes where they
That's
had
right.
taped him, with those cassette tapes that they used back in the
They
day.
do. Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
They sure
And
do.
yeah, so there was a newspaper, Oliver, I think it was the New York Times, probably not. But I know
Mm-hmm.
Netflix, like you said, they are catching some backlash about it.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm confused because on the actual the said interview, I think Tyler was interviewed with the killer.
Yeah.
No, that might have been Ed Bundy. Yeah, I think that's what I got it mixed up with. Yeah, I
Okay.
kind of like got stuck on those after I watched Dom, and then I watched Bundy,
Yeah.
and now I gotta watch that other man, Gacy. Was that his name?
Yes, it is.
Gacy, John Wayne Gacy. He was actually the
Yes.
first serial killer of male homosexuals, right?
Yeah, that's
I think
correct.
that's what it was. Yeah. So
Yep.
anyway, yeah. But today I put on my regular Vikings because
Okay.
I didn't want. I knew I might fall asleep simply
Okay.
because I had awakened so early this morning. So I didn't want to start watching a series that I couldn't keep up with, that I
Right.
fell asleep on, then have to go back. So yeah,
Gotcha.
I've been doing
Gotcha.
pretty much the same thing. I did a little work yesterday, house cleaning, and got a whole lot more to do, but I can only take a little bit at a time.
That's right.
All right, so we know what the Heartbeat of the South has been doing since Friday. So, Sybil, co-hostess of the Mostest, what have you been doing since I last saw you?
Well, I went out to the Greyhound bus station and bought my ticket to go see my family in Mobile pretty soon. So I'm
Mm-hmm,
excited about that.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I probably stay a couple of weeks like I normally do. I'm going to get to spend a couple of days with Jenny
All
also.
right, Jenny.
All right.
You
All
got
So
right.
we
company
just kind of
coming, Jenny.
counting down the days. I always like to get my ticket way ahead of time. And then when I get home, I put the ticket right away in my suitcase
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
and zip it up. So there's no danger of me going to all the way out there on the day that I'm supposed to leave and have my bus ticket hanging on a bulletin board or something. So it goes right in my suitcase.
All
And my
right.
sister Brenda from California is going to join down there, her and her husband. So
Mm-hmm,
I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm going to leave about November the 3rd, but in just a few weeks it'll be here.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I do
Jenny
everything in
says,
way ahead of time. So
Jenny
Okay.
that's what
says
I
she
did.
Jenny
Huh?
says she can't wait to see you.
Oh yeah, we're excited. We're gonna have a great time, like we always do.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. All right, so we'll take a little break. When we come back, y'all, the heartbeat of the South and my every beat of my heart will start off the show with this segment. So
Okay.
listen, y'all go ahead, share the show, share away, and stick and stay. We'll
All
be
right.
right back. All right.
Alrighty.
Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901 300 4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901 300 4800. Dental Expressions PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901 300 4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show. All right, so we are back. And I was trying to check and see what was going on. It
Hi,
finally got
Doug.
me. Doug's in. Hi, Doug.
What's up,
Okay.
Doug?
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, it has me up as, and when I make a comment on my phone, it has me as a Facebook user and doesn't show my name. So I got to get with Facebook and see about that. Also, I don't know, maybe this is something that mandatory that Facebook has to do. Because I know that I turned off the closed captions on my show pages, and somehow it has turned back on. And I don't like it on because Facebook has a problem understanding the way that I speak. They have
Uh-oh.
all kinds of words. And even in the commercial breaks, when the commercials break,
Yeah.
they put the right words in there. And I don't like it because if someone that it needs to close captioning is watching it, then it's very confusing when
Yeah.
it's not showing the words that we actually say on the
Right.
screen.
Yeah.
They really don't have a very good closed captioning listening system
Yeah.
because, I mean, this is a worldwide platform where people have all different types of accents, slurs. People just talk differently all over the world. And so, I mean, as much money as they have, they should have a top notch listening closed caption system where it will automatically adjust to the way people are speaking so that it
Right.
will actually print the actual words that is coming out of their mouths. So I don't like it. And so I'm going to go back in tomorrow morning and make sure that mine are turned off if they accidentally turn them back on. But if mine are showing off and they are still, and if my settings say off for the closed captioning, I'm going to have to contact Facebook support
Okay.
and ask them not to do closed captioning on my shows unless it is a new requirement that they have to do now. It could be. Um, but anyway, Tim,
Yes.
Tim, well, yeah, Doug say yes. He's like, he noticed that too. Like they have us addicted to shady technology. You're right. And, because, you know, uh, it, I was watching it like when the commercial was playing, and instead of it saying the Emily Pearl show, it said the Emily Purple show. Now,
Oh,
how far off is that?
that's not good.
That's pretty bad.
That's terrible, you know. And now I just said, how off is that? It said, how office, OFFICE, is that? It's pitiful. So I apologize to those of you who maybe have to use closed captioning because Facebook is not typing up there the words that are actually coming out of our mouths.
Right.
The listening system that they have is very poor. So, and it's just a fact. They can get mad at or not. Jenny says, uh, what's that? Jenny says, LOL, they only listening for certain words, not worrying about the rest. Probably, you're right. They do probably have the algorithm set up like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, really. As much money as Facebook have, they can do both. They should be able to chew gum and walk
Mm.
at the same time.
Mm.
Amen, somebody.
Amen.
Doug says, oh my God, what a peculiar misunderstanding. Doug, you got my word.
Your voice is wobbling.
Is my voice wobbling on your end, Tim?
No.
So someone
Maybe it's just me.
might be able to stop.
Okay.
Um,
It might
yeah,
just be me.
Doug, you got my word peculiar because I was telling everybody at the beginning of the show, I'm feeling very unpeculiar because I feel foggy, like I woke up in London on a foggy morning, raining, and I'm supposed to be in Memphis, Tennessee.
Right. Okay.
Take it away, Tim, with your segment. We are ears pointed, ready to hear.
Okay. Okay. This was a situation that occurred yesterday morning about 5:40 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis
Here
police.
in Memphis,
Huh?
okay, in
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yes. Memphis police responded to a motor vehicle theft at the
Mm-hmm.
intersection of Hickory Hill and Winchester.
Mm-hmm.
When the officers arrived, a woman then alerted them that there was a suspicious person inside her vehicle. MPD approached the vehicle and they found a Jonathan Durham laying in the back seat of the car.
Mm.
He was charged with burglary and theft of another vehicle. So I said that, and this kind of caught my eye and my ear because I was just wanting the ladies to be careful because not only are they doing that, they are putting drugs on flyers, they're putting drugs on tissue to follow you. Not only that, they are trying to kidnap women. I heard a story from another young lady that said that she had went to Walmart about 6 in the morning and she noticed that a van was in the lot. However, she parked way away from it. and she noticed this lady while she was on the inside wasn't grabbing any items, but she was following her.
Mm,
So she said she went head on and checked out. But upon going back to her vehicle, she noticed that the van had moved closer to her vehicle.
mm,
So she said she proceeded her way out and she stood kind of about midways because she was armed and she
mm-hmm,
was ready. So
mm-hmm,
it was a standoff stare, and eventually they went on about their business.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, we're coming up on those holiday seasons.
Oh yeah.
These cowards are trying to be out in full effect. So not only ladies, just everybody, let's be more heightened and more aware of what things are going on around us because the life that we save may be our own.
I know that's right. I haven't heard that
Yeah,
line about 20 years, but that's
I
right.
know, right?
That's a
Yeah,
that's a true line. Well, Tim, I agree with you because it's just people are struggling, and when crooks and criminals are struggling and can't get cash,
yes,
they all they want is the cash, and they are not concerned about life.
they're not.
So, and um, uh, oh, it did, Jenny. Okay, thank you. Okay, and so anyhow, yeah, you do have to be careful. And the people that own iPhones, I
Yeah,
heard this for the past several months. They have some type of, that iPhone has an app on it where it says, like, Find My Phone.
yes,
And they say that they use that it's a tracker,
uh
and that
huh,
the crooks are hacking into that app, and
right.
they can follow somebody all the way to their home.
Yes,
You
I've heard
know,
that too.
yeah, they put it down, and they don't even have to come near your car
Right.
anywhere. But yes, be careful picking up things because I have a habit of picking up pennies. I used to have
Yeah.
that people would not pick up on the ground because my grandfather raised me up saying that, pennies add up to a nickel, nickels add up to a dime, dimes add up to a dollar. So
Right.
I always picked up pennies, and just put them in my door spots, empty spaces in my.
Yeah, and people pick
And
them up for luck. Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But now I have to pass them by for the simple reason is that you don't know whether or not there's any fentanyl in it.
Right.
Uh, People are so low down. Doug says, excuse me, yeah, and cash going away, but human trafficking is big and a sinister growing market.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Well, hey,
Yep.
Paul from Canada.
What's up, Paul?
How you doing, Paul? Paul says pennies are worthless here. He's talking about in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. I know. Pennies are pretty much worthless here in the United States too, unless you got like 2 billion of them, I guess.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm always careful and learning my surroundings. And the problem, Tim, what happens to these women is that they spend not just the women, men too, and especially teenage girls,
I know where you're going. Yeah.
with these cell phones.
Absolutely.
They on these cell phones talking
Yep.
and not looking,
Yeah.
just going about the, you know,
Yeah.
and they're not watching their surroundings. And I mean, these are all age people because I have watched them. I have
Yes.
observed people from all ages, men and women, young men and young girls, just on the phone, not looking around. Some of them even walk in front of your car
Yeah.
on their phone,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know, and not even trying to look and see if a car is coming and to hit them, towards
Right.
them, that might hit them. We had 3 pedestrians that got hit by a car here in Memphis, Tennessee, all last week or the week before. And I'm not saying that that could have been the reason, but I do see a
Factor.
lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you are a pedestrian walking on the street or a jogger, even, I said these problems with these joggers, they have these earbuds in with their
Yeah.
music, trying to
Right.
run to the beat of their music, and that's distraction.
Yeah.
That is a distraction. You need to take that mess out of your ears where you can hear stuff approaching you, you know,
Yeah. And
and
you
keep.
you just said that, and that actually could have been a factor. Unfortunately, the lady that met her demise while she was jogging.
I know, right?
Had she not heard the men, maybe she would have had time to react or
Mm-hmm.
run or what have you. But like you
Mm,
said, if you got those things in your ear, you don't stand a chance.
mm-mm. Doug says, and get snatched. It's time to be alert.
Yes,
This is a part of the brainwash that leads us to vulnerability. You are
absolutely,
so correct.
absolutely.
You're so correct. And this crime rate is not just high here in Memphis, it's high nationwide,
Yes, it
you
is.
know. And our predicament is really just sad.
Yes,
It's for crime and the economy. Memphis is hurting, the 901 area is hurting, just like a lot of other states. So um, I was listening to the commercial advertisement that Governor Bill Lee has put out his campaign ad talking about crime um, as just something in fact he said something like crime is going on everywhere else but Tennessee. We you know I'm like hold it just a minute. You need to pull that ad immediately, right? Because um, Shelby County is the biggest county in Tennessee. So I don't know what stats he's basing his conclusion on. I
yeah,
they don't. I know these little small counties. No, they don't have a lot of crime. So, but you can't just deduct your biggest county,
right.
ignore those numbers, right,
For an ad,
and go
yeah,
by the small numbers.
right, yeah, exactly.
uh, Ernestine says, yes, Emily, this crime rate in Michigan is the highest it's ever been. See,
Yep,
she's in
there you go.
Michigan, and so it's not just Memphis.
Yeah,
That's
it's
all I hear.
worldwide.
I
Yeah,
turn on the news. If there would ever be a morning that I get up, that I could get up and turn on the news and not hear something happened last night,
think you think the world coming to an
crime.
end. Uh-huh.
It's gonna be too good to be true. And I know a lot
Like
of other people feel that way, you
yeah,
know. And so, like, it's time. Elections are coming up, and so all these politicians are trying to pretend like they are gonna do something because
yeah,
it's election time. They want you to vote for them.
yeah. It's on
They're
time to
not
send
gonna do
anyway.
it.
Yeah,
They're not gonna. They're not gonna do it
no
because
false
see, for
promises.
me to vote for you, I'm going. You have to do it before I vote for you. I got to see it done. Don't be giving me no promises.
Yeah,
I'm just
false
plain and
promises.
simple. Don't give me no promise about what you're gonna do. Do it before you get in.
Yeah,
Uh, Jenny says, absolutely, Doug. If I have my earbuds in, it's only one on low volume so I can hear what's going on around me. I never wear them in my car because my phone connects with my car speakers. I don't even watch news anymore. It's been many months now. You're right, Jen. I don't even use Bluetooth. I don't want it. And when I talk on my phone, I'm using my speaker. And then the other thing is this: I don't even talk on my phone on the car. If I'm gonna call somebody, if I have to call somebody, I'm gonna call that person before I put on my drive. Okay. If I have to call somebody, I'm gonna call that person while I'm already parked in my destination.
yeah,
Okay. I don't talk while I'm on. I used to do my little Facebook live things, in the car. But since crime got so bad, I don't even do those anymore. you know. So
Yeah.
I keep my ears and my eyes wide open, and I watch my rear view mirror all the time. I watch my side view mirrors all the time. In fact, Tim, tell them what kind of mirror I just got.
she's, she's got one of the biggest rear view mirrors that I've ever seen. It's an attachment. It's
Uh-huh.
huge,
Uh-huh.
and you can see everything through it behind
That's
you.
right. That's right. That's right. Can't have nobody sneaking up on the side of me from the rear. Are you
I've
right?
never seen anything like it, but it sure is original.
Yes, yes. Okay, Paul says, uh, too bad a light didn't buzz off their heads saying false promises. I know, right? It's like in a cartoon, Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your nose get bigger, longer.
yeah. And I think, I can't remember if we have a mayoral election coming up. I don't know if Jim Strickland for Memphis, the Memphis mayor, is on the ballot or not, you know, but he hadn't done too good of a job with me for crime.
Nah.
Now, I heard this morning on Channel 13 that they said that the city council was supposed to have met this today to vote on enforcement of the curfew for those people that's under 18 years of age.
Okay.
Because that's where the majority of our crime, they say, is coming from,
This is
that
true.
group, age group. And so they couldn't do it because the lady that they said sponsored the bill is out of town this week. So it's not, I don't understand what they mean, sponsored the bill, because this is a bill that's already on the book.
Yeah, I don't get that
So,
either.
yeah, and they said that she presented the sponsorship of the enforcement of that bill. So I'm like, why do these people in politics think that people are so dumb? Why do they think that we just got dumb written across our foreheads? If you have a bill already on a law code already on the books, you don't
It's
have to
enforceable.
take no vote to enforce it. You
Yeah, it's
just
enforceable.
enforce it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And they always looking for excuses. So that's excuse to me, because see, the police department is supposed to abide by this law code of enforcement. We citizens cannot do it. We can't enforce it. We can't go out and tell a kid that's 15, get in your house. You're not supposed to be out. We
Right.
cannot enforce that.
Mm-mm.
The police have to enforce it. And so we know that they are low on police force. They low on numbers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so because they don't have enough police and there's so much severe crime going on in the city, I think that they're just deliberately dragging their feet because they don't want to put all these extra duties
Yeah.
on the police.
Right.
I can understand that side of their story. However, the code should still be enforced
Oh yeah,
because
definitely.
y'all want to enforce everything else on us.
Yeah.
If you want to, you cannot pick and choose what you want to enforce.
Right.
If it's on the books, enforce it.
Enforce it. Yeah.
There's no excuse that you can make that would satisfy me as to why you're not doing the enforcement. You know,
No
you want to
excuse.
call me every week about me not paying my taxes that is just a few months late, my property taxes. You want to enforce that. And I got all the way to February 23 to pay them before they are actually noted as delinquent. You want to enforce rules, over enforce that type of rule on me, Memphis 901, but you
Speed
don't want
tickets,
to enforce
parking
the
tickets.
laws. Yeah, but you
Yeah.
don't want to enforce the laws that we really need.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. Jenny says They screwed up the minute that they made parental discipline a crime and then taught the kids not to care about following rules in the home, like being home at a certain time, etc. So right. And Paul
Yeah.
from Canada agrees with you, Jenny.
Yeah,
And I
with you on
agree with you
that.
10,000%.
Me too.
Okay, Tim, very good. Very good segment. We got to come back,
Thank you.
take a break. When we come back, it's going to be the co-hosts of the most accessible Marie Presley. This will be a very short commercial. No, Paul. I'm not showing Tanya. I haven't had time to edit that commercial. I'm going to edit it and just take out the part with her in the shower so that, we can still run the commercial so you can see Tanya. Okay. This is the cupboard. So look, y'all share away and stick and stay. We'll be right back.
The Cupboard Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and southern hospitality you'll ever find and is a celebrity favorite. Open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. The Cupboard Restaurant is located at 1400 Union Avenue, 1 block east of Cleveland, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got a large group? Groups of any size are welcome, and catering is available. While you're there, pick up a copy of Charles Capala's world-famous Cupboard Cookbook. Check out their website at www.thecupboardrestaurant.com. That's The Cupboard Restaurant, 1400 Union, 901-276-8015. A proud sponsor of The Emily Pearl Show.
Okay, we are back, and I'm going to put Doug's comment up because he was responding to your segment. He says an app is needed to connect citizens to the authorities quickly, with the video going directly to the nearest precinct. That is a great idea. That's a great idea. Yeah. That would be so great because they can tell them location. But the thing about that is too, there is a problem. These kids don't be on the street just walking. They drive cars.
Yeah, they driving cars.
They driving cars.
Yeah.
So where they getting these cars from? They stealing cars and they driving cars.
Yeah.
But most of these cars belongs to some family member.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's allowing them to be out late at night to do that dirt. So that's the reason why I say enforce it. Because instead of hitting me up when times are so hard for taxes, and I'm not really officially even delinquent on my property taxes, find these parents and family members who are allowing these teenagers to drive their vehicles and be out late at night doing crime. Find those people. You need to put some money fines on them because the vehicles are registered. You can find out who the vehicle belongs to. And most times, 9 out of 10, it's one of those family members. It's the grandmother, the mother, the sister, the brother, the uncle, the aunt. That's their car that they're using. So that's if you short on money, if you enforce that, you can get a whole lot of money. I guarantee you. Jenny says, this is Paul replying to Jenny. They used to have a neighborhood watchers, guardian angels.
They did.
Yeah, we have that, but nobody is doing it. People scared. People scared to go to say anything to anybody now.
Yeah, they are.
It's just not that year and that time. We done left that period of time is way behind. neighborhood watch. Uh, you know, that's just for neighbors. Basically, nowadays, Paul, it's just peeping out your window to see if you see anything. And then the problem with that is if you call in, that report shows your phone
Yeah.
number and your address.
Yeah.
And these criminals know how to hack into everything, and they can find
Yeah.
out that you're the one that called in and tattletale on them. You know, people don't want to put their own life in danger.
No.
And that's why people don't report crime. You know, they should have an anonymous hotline to report crime, and they don't even have that. They got a tip, talking about tip line for rewards for people that they are looking for.
That's
Or
it.
when a crime that has already been committed. But what they need is a hotline and a hot text app to report crime.
Mm-hmm.
You know, anonymously. That won't show your phone number. But see, it's no way that they can do that. They gonna still that they still gonna have a digital trail of your phone number.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
it does.
And so that still wouldn't work. And it's a hot topic you got, Tim. And Doug said, yes, the parents getting off scot-free with little accountability, with no accountability. You mean these parents get belligerent if you question their parents? Exactly. And the kids get this behavior from their parents.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
They grew up doing only what their parents will allow them to do. So it's really the parents' fault, and that's who need to pay for the crime.
Yeah.
That's who need to pay for the crime. You know what I'm saying? And there are rare cases, however, when a parent or parents didn't know that their child was out with the wrong crowd and did something. That could be an exception.
Yeah, and I also believe that the discipline should not be held against the parent because they got it it's a catch-22.
Mm,
They don't want you to discipline your children at home, but then they want to shoot them and kill them.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Mhm,
yeah.
mhm. Okay, Paul from Canada says, I was in McDonald's and some kids spit food on the floor.
Oh my.
He was with about 10 friends. I walked up to him and got him to clean up the floor, then thanked him. He was in front of his girlfriend, LOL. But see, Paul,
Okay.
that's the difference with y'all societal rules in Canada. Y'all still have a great deal of respect
Right.
that y'all receive from y'all's children, from y'all's teenagers, from y'all kids. It's not like that in the United States anymore. These kids here in the United States don't respect their parents to begin with. And if they don't respect their parents, they're not going to respect nobody else. They don't even respect law enforcement.
No,
See, so
not even themselves.
the problem starts at home. I don't care what nobody says. The parents starts the problems with these kids start at home. Jenny says, well, I've lost my fear filters a long time ago. Plus, I found a $20 security light bulb camera. But I'm in the country, so much different from being in the city. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
And Jenny says, not just the kids. She says the lack of respect is everywhere. You're right. It starts with grown folk, Jenny. You are so correct. All right, then. We're going to cut off on Tim's hot topic because it was boiling. Now it's time for the co-hosts of the Moses to bring y'all hot topic.
All
So,
right.
what you got for everybody?
Well, first of all, I want to congratulate Douglas Martin. He was chosen to be a stand-in today on the Young Rock movie. So
Okay.
Congrats, Doug. Way
All
to
right,
go.
Doug.
we're all
Everybody
proud of
give
him
Doug
for
a
that.
hand. You have to be strong and able-bodied to do stuff like that. Me and Tim, we done decided we're not for it. 14, 12 hours a day is too long, and we can't handle it. Jen says, Sybil, she is loving your hair getting so long.
Well, thank you.
And Doug said he's blushing for our congratulations. Ernestine says, congratulations, Doug. Yes, way to go.
All
Doug
right.
says,
You're welcome.
thank
You're
you.
welcome.
You're very welcome, Doug. Okay, go ahead, Sybil.
My topic tonight is the health benefits of listening to classical music. How about that?
We're ready.
And
We're listening.
so I want to share the
We'll
health
put you on.
benefits.
We're gonna spot. As a matter of fact, we're so interested. We're gonna spotlight you. Spotlight.
Thank you. Well, classical music stimulates the optimal development of a baby's brain when the fetus has reached 5 months. So, isn't that amazing? The baby, before it's even born, reacts to classical music. And then classical music enhances your senses to be more focused. It accelerates your recovery process, and it helps you feel relaxed, and it actually gives you energy. Classical music will help you to sleep better if you listen to this at bedtime, and of course all through the day too. It boosts your memory power, and it helps to calm hyperactive children. And classical music helps you to be more creative, and it can also help to lower high blood pressure. And when you listen to classical music in what they call 432 Hz, I believe that's hertz. Well, this is a frequency that is most in harmony with the human physiology, and it is also known as the Earth's frequency. And it's the most mathematically consistent with the frequencies found in nature. And I find that fascinating. And listening to classical music produces, like I said, a calming effect, and it lets loose pleasure inducing dopamine. It's a neurotransmitter in the brain that helps control stress levels and puts you in a happier mood. And listening to Mozart has the most beneficial health benefits. All classical music is great, Tchaikovsky and all of them, but studies have shown that Mozart has the most beneficial health benefits. It's just amazing to me. And if you add Mozart to your classical collection, you'll be glad you did. So classical music calms dogs also and other pets. And when you're going to leave your dog in the house by himself, sometimes he gets upset at that, and he'll tear up your shoes and curtains and everything else just to show that he's not happy that you left him. So next time, try playing a classical music in your house while you're gone, and that might calm him down some. I think it's amazing that even dogs react to this. And pets respond better to naturally acoustic instruments. And then you can purchase classical music for your pets online. And you can also listen to Mozart with rain sounds on YouTube. And I'm going to try that tonight myself. You can also search internet to purchase Mozart with or without the rain. So for health benefits, listen to Mozart and other classical music. And that's my topic tonight. That's it. That's
Yeah,
all, folks.
we're coming in. I got your comments up here. First of all, Jen said, first comment was Doug on your topic. He says, it acts, he's talking about classical music. acts as a maestro to a crackling fire. Wow, how poetic is that, Doug? You get out of
Wow.
the city. All right,
Isn't that something?
he doing some Shakespearean comments up there tonight on the hot mic. Come
All
on.
right. And Paul's got a nice comment. I meant to bring up plants and
Jenny said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to it, Sybil." Jenny said, "Oh yes, Sybil. Lexi grew up on things like Canon and D. Had a CD that she went to sleep with until it wore out around age 4. How cute is
Okay.
that?
All right.
Okay, and then Doug says, no, Paul from Canada says, and plants as well, which is what you were trying to get to.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doug has another comment. He says, do they still pay for volunteers for the studies, Sybil? He's
well, I
asking
don't
you a
know
question.
that.
Okay, so Ernestine says, interesting, Sybil, good information. Yeah, I often, for many years, have played classical music in my car. In Memphis, in the 901, if you're looking for classical music, if you don't have Sirius in your car, you can find your classical music on AM. The AM channels
Yeah.
are the ones that mostly count
Right.
classical music.
Yeah. They also
So,
say they're supposed to tell a story, right? It tells a story.
it does. It does. Yeah. Yeah. And then, music picks up all types of emotions.
Right.
There's different categories in classical music. My mother taught music, and she had one of every student can't really catch on to being able to play classical music. It takes a
Yeah.
special type of coordination and rhythm to play classical music, because I could never play it.
Yeah.
But my mother had a student. Her name was Sharon, and she, as a matter of fact, she's still living. She's an adult now. She had knocked on my door. Oh, I guess it was like last year during COVID. She wanted to know if I still played for churches, because she wanted me to play for a funeral that for one of their family members, but I wasn't really going out at that time, because that's when COVID was really, really rampant, and I was like, oh
Yeah,
no,
that's bad time.
I can't go. But I really don't. I did not tell her a lie, because I really don't play for churches anymore. But I did ask her this. I said, girl, are you still playing that classical music? She said, yes. I said, awesome. I said, my mom will be so proud of you. I said, I know she would love to hear you play. I said, I would too. But, we had a brief conversation from the door. But anyway, this young lady, she picked it up straight away. And it was really weird too, because my mother didn't play. Tim, your grandmother, she didn't ever play classical music.
No, I never heard it.
All I ever heard her play was gospel. And like sometimes when Aunt Dolly and my Aunt Jessie and some of the family come around, my Aunt Dolly she loved blues. She always wanted to hear some blues.
Yeah,
Aunt Dolly would get on the piano and she'd play some blues, because your Aunt Dolly could play a little bit. And she'd get on the piano and play her blues, while she's drinking her beer. And then they would be just playing around, teasing with each other. And Mom would say, that's not the way you play it. Get up, move out the way. And then my mother would actually play that kind of ragtime blues. And I was the first time I heard her play, I was like, Mama, I didn't know you could do that.
I never heard that.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, but yeah, this it takes because she didn't play it. I didn't understand how she could teach it, and looking back, hindsight 2020. But yeah, that's she had different students. She had some students that adapted to playing gospel like I did, and but this particular young lady, I mean, she could play. Eloise, that's our love. That's the first one that she really mastered in, was Eloise. It's a French classical music. It goes, and I know y'all know it. I'm just gonna hum it so y'all know what I'm talking about. It goes like this. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. 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 Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Okay, y'all know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about, right?
right,
So
right.
Paul says, what would this world be like without music? I know that's right,
Mhm.
Pearl. I mean, the Pearl. My cousin must be talking about me.
Must
Jenny
be.
said, Paul, very dull and angrier.
Mm.
Jenny says, I believe that the music helped Lexi develop her artistic ability. That's true. That's very true. It's a very strong possibility.
Yeah, you know
Uh,
what? It's got to be good and bad in the
mhm.
music. Yeah, it just hit me. I'm like, okay, it's got to be bad if it's good. Uh,
And you know what? Tying Sybil's topic back to your topic that we were talking about these kids and the crime, how they have no
yeah,
disrespect.
right.
It's because they parents too. A lot of these kids' parents play that loud cursing rap
Yep,
music.
yep.
Yeah, they
Very
do.
They
dark.
like it. The
Dark.
parents like it.
Yeah,
Thus, the children grew up hearing that.
right.
Therefore, if they grew up hearing cursing all the time,
They mimic.
immoral type of languages and discussions going on all the time around them,
Yes, they
they
mimic what
don't
they
know it.
see.
They didn't never
Yeah.
learn how to respect. They
Now,
never did learn RESPCT
yeah,
because
yeah.
I see old people, and I'm talking old people my age. They'll pull up to me besides the park beside me in their car,
Yeah, with music
blasting
now.
rap music.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the heck?
So
You
it's a
old
dog
fool. You need to
generation.
be,
And
you
their
need to,
cars shake back and
Yeah.
forth. You can see the car
yeah,
shaking.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, it's a dog generation for as music's concerned.
No, it's just a dark period in the world history right now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Because somebody that's 70 and 60 years old ain't got no business bumping rap foul music
Right.
Right.
in their car. What kind of example is that for somebody?
Well,
For a kid?
growing up, we had rap, but it was cleaner rap. But by the same token, we knew what was real and wasn't fake. We didn't try to mimic what we heard. And that's
Yeah.
what a lot of this generation is doing with the killing in the words and the drugs that's in the word.
Yeah.
They are mimicking what they are hearing.
Yeah, and that's the bad side of some music.
Right.
Say, Paul says, Tim, you'll have to take up the drums or something since you can't play piano.
Paul, believe it or not, everybody in my family plays except for me. It skipped my whole generation. My grandmother, my aunts, aunties, my mom. Then
And
when
your
I asked them to
son.
teach me, they say, "No, we can't teach you. Somebody else had to teach you because I won't have the patience that it takes."
No, sir.
Wow. Yeah, but
My
it's still.
grandson can play keyboard. He can mix.
Mm-hmm.
My grandson can mix music. My granddaughter, nah. My granddaughter can't even carry a good note.
No, miss me and her.
Tim can sing though, y'all. Now
I
he
can hold
can sing. I mean, Tim can wail, y'all. He can
Oh, all
wail.
right.
Oh,
You're going to have to
what?
sing us a song then.
Yeah.
Oh, that's been years ago.
He can still sing because I've heard him sing in the car. I've been in the car with him. He can still sing. Okay, Jen
Okay.
says
Jen
The
said
when they
cat's
that.
out of the
changed
bag.
what Jenny says when they changed the megahertz levels, they
Right,
messed up with our minds in
right.
music.
You're right about that. Yeah,
All
it's
right.
tones.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're right, Jen.
It's
And
yeah,
then Jen says, Tim, she said, we about the rappers getting paid to change the content.
we did.
Right.
We did.
And then Paul says, so get on it, bro. He talk about sing. Paul from Canada also says, anyways, the new rap artists were forced to make it nasty. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and we also had to remember that Satan was a musician.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
He was.
He was one of God's favorites.
He was.
He was one of God's favorite sons. Until he tried to take over, he ran a
Uh-huh.
coup. He ran a
Yeah.
coup on God,
And a
but
cool.
God loved him. He was one of his favorite sons because he was a musician.
He was.
Doug says, "Come on with the whale call, Tim."
Okay, the next show we expect a song from you.
We may hear a word on down the line.
He's on down the line. He gonna keep y'all waiting on
Next
that.
Tuesday.
Come on.
He said he gonna keep he said he gonna keep y'all waiting for that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm serious. To me, I didn't get it because everybody was musical, but to me, I wasn't. And me and my daughter, she right. But my son can play keyboard.
Yep.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
weird, man. I tell you, it's weird.
It's all about the interest, basically.
Yeah.
And Tim was interested in sports at that time, y'all.
Yeah, that was my thing.
He
Yeah.
really didn't have time.
Yeah.
You couldn't you wouldn't I wouldn't have been able to sit him down and teach him anyway because he was a star football player in junior high school and high school.
Yeah.
Until he had an injury. So that's what he was into. And he was a track. He ran track.
Yep, that's my thing.
Yeah. So you couldn't get him to be still long enough to teach him any music.
No.
Paul said M on keyboards, Sybil and Tim on vocals. I heard
Paul,
that.
what are you gonna do? You gotta do something, Paul.
Yeah, Paul, can you sing? Jenny, can you sing? Y'all come in. Y'all come in and type in while we go on break, whether y'all can sing or not.
Yeah,
and then when we return, I'm gonna come with my short segment. It's been hot mic so far tonight.
All right.
And so I'm gonna show these comments when we come back. We'll be right back. Everybody got to get a sip of water, okay? All right, keep sharing away, but stick and stay. All right, we'll be right back. Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions, PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Purple Show. Hey, all right. Thanks for sticking and staying, y'all. We are back. And let me get up here and start with the comments. where we left off. Okay, Jen
Oh,
says, I love the rapper Tom McDonald, a Canadian that became a U.S. citizen. Well, all right, y'all have to check him out, Jen. I never heard of him.
Jen
And
can
then,
sing.
huh? You know him, Tim?
No, I was looking at Jenny's next comment.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, Paul does play the drums.
Okay,
Um,
way to go, Paul.
uh-huh. And Jen says that she sang with a local band but lost her singing voice in a car accident at
Oh,
17. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that
but wasn't there another one? Okay, go ahead.
huh?
I'm sorry.
No, you can go ahead.
No, I guess I was reading the next comment, but love when Sybil calls me Janice. Janice Joplin.
Joplin.
Yeah, I remember Janice Joplin.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get all our comments. And she said, "Can I see Mary's comments?" No, Mary's comments are not showing up. I don't know why. Because I would show them always. Paul says drum and no, maybe backup vocals. He said he might can
Okay,
sing a backup vocal.
way to go, Paul.
And Jen says now she sing along like with the frogs. LOL. She say, but loves when Sybil calls her Janis Joplin. Her voice did resemble Janis Joplin when she did
Wow.
sing.
Yeah.
Doug, come on now, Doug. Come on now, Doug. Douglas, y'all, has the most beautiful voice in the world. So he's playing with y'all when he says, well, I don't sing. I sang as if my eye was on a sparrow. Listen, Doug is all of our old fans that have been watching us down through the years know that Doug, was also co-host. And y'all have heard him sing on the show.
Ah,
Doug has
okay.
one of the most beautiful voices in the world.
Way to go,
That's where
Doug.
Doug, in my opinion, that's where Doug should have made his fortune.
Ah,
Doug, that's why you really
okay.
should have made your fortune instead of all the other ventures that you ran after. See, a lot of times when God give you a talent, you got to figure out what does God want you to do with that talent. And if you take the wrong path, hey, it's on you because God gave it to you where you could have been a millionaire, but you chose not to use it for that, right? He has one of the most beautiful voices in the world, y'all. Doug can sing. Paul says, so we are a band now. He's talking about us. The show is a band. All right. Yeah, we are. We are a band. So listen, my segment so we can get out of here is very, very short. I just wanted to warn everybody, just not only in the 901 area. This is nationwide. These scammers are trying to get your credit card numbers or your bank card numbers, okay? They're sending out fake emails, like if you're an Amazon member, Prime member, even from your bank, they're sending out fake emails telling you that they have encountered an error with your account. Please use this link and log into your account to correct your information. That's a lie. Y'all, please do not fall victim. See, times is hard. And
yeah,
so when times are hard for us, it's even harder for the scammers, right? So
right.
they are going to extremes trying to get your card information.
I believe it.
Automatically report that email as spam. You can open it, but do not follow the instructions. Hit the report spam button. And then the other thing that they're doing, they're using stores like Walmart, Costco, Home Depot, sending you emails saying that you have won these free prizes, like
Uh-huh.
Something you really need, like a twin door refrigerator, or in the summertime a lawnmower,
Yeah, right.
iPhone, stereos, computer, all of those things.
Yeah, yeah.
Those things as scam,
They, yeah,
because you haven't won anything. They just trying to get your
yeah.
information.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
once you reply to those emails, if you
Gotcha.
reply, you have given them access to your computer,
Yeah. Right. Yep.
your whole computer. Jenny says she's been getting Regions texts about her account that I don't have. I report them every time. Good for you, Jenny. That's right. Yeah, I get the same one from accounts that I don't even have.
Right.
But if you do happen to get one from an account that you have with some store or some business,
That's what it
uh,
is.
it's a spam.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is for you to dial the company number, dial your bank number, and let them know and ask them if they send you an email.
Right.
But see, I know how to look for it. If you go in there and look at where it's from, there's a little drop down arrow where you can actually see the address of the email,
Mm-hmm.
and it won't have Walmart.com on it if they send you something that you want, that you claim that you want. It's not going to have Amazon.com on it. It's going to have info at some other place, or customer service at some other place, or something at some other place. It's not going to have that website because they cannot get that domain. They cannot get that domain because the real company's domain is claimed.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Paul says, I got one, and I don't even have an Amazon account.
I get that all the time.
I get my kids to order something. All right. Doug says, you're right, Emily. Thank you so much. It isn't too late. It's never too late. Because see, it's getting caught towards Christmas time.
Yeah.
And they're gonna rack up some millions off of vulnerable people. Yeah. They're gonna rack up some millions. And they mostly target senior citizens, but they do target everybody. Jenny says, I don't do any financial stuff online. I don't even have my credit union app. Sybil doesn't either. Not really. So
I don't do nothing online.
Well, I don't let criminals keep me from enjoying the benefits of technology. I'm just not going to do it. What I do is I educate myself so that I'll know how to prevent myself from being a victim. And that's what you need to do. I don't let criminals deprive me of that capability.
Yeah.
Paul said he does cash in hand. We're going to be talking about that cash subject on Pearl's Politics Thursday night.
Yeah.
I sent something out in the truth message today. So it's going to be something else. I'm telling you. All right, then, y'all. For me, and a dynamite show tonight on Hot Mic 901 Live. So, Tim, your closing words.
Good show. A lot of good points were touched on. Can't wait till we do it again. With that, I just want to wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
All right. Paul says he do cash in hand, and he says, God bless you all. And Jenny say, yep. For Thursday night politics, you got a lot to say about that. See y'all on Thursday.
Right. All right.
Sybil, your last words.
I think we had a great time tonight, and the subjects just kind of blended in to help people. And thank you for your scam alert from Sir Scam-A-Lot. And
that's just a Scam-A-Lot.
I call it Sir Scam-A-Lot.
That would be a great website to build, Scam-A-Lot, and where you could just report list all of the scams that people are doing.
I think they have some out there where you can do
that.
They
do have some. You can just put
AARP has a scam call line and so forth. So
yeah.
But I think we had a wonderful time, and all three of us pitched in. I want to thank everyone for tuning in, because we couldn't do the show without our wonderful viewers and friends in our circle that pitches in with their comments. So I guess we'll just Pearl Politics will be on Thursday, and then we'll be back Friday at the world famous Emily Pearl show. So
All
if
right.
Dwayne Johnson the Rock is listening, we want to have you on as a guest on Talk About Angels show on Sunday. So we'll still try to get in touch with you if anybody out there is listening. And y'all
All
have a good
right.
night.
Listen, everybody. Also, at the end of the ticker tape, you can see we are taking adverts. So we have a number set up especially for that. If you want to appear on our ticker tape or run your commercials to the show, give us a call at 901 641 7335. All right. Listen, we love you guys. Let's see what the last comment is before we go. Okay. Doug says, great show. Good night, everyone. And let me just ditto Doug. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good night, Jenny, Doug, and everybody.
Thank you. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. All right.
Paul,
Yes.
Mary,
That's our
Ernestine.
time. It's 901 Live Out. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the 901 show. 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. Hot night. The 901 show. Hot night. It's the 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. Get on this hot night. The 901 show. It's the 901 show. The 901 show. The 901 show.